Of course I believe in past lives. I have these moments where I feel like I've lived this moment before. It's called deja vu moment. So I'm pretty sure that's linked somehow. And also, I feel like this flesh suit is just a vehicle in this lifetime. So our spirits are probably always being recycled.
Okay, can you elaborate on like a deja vu moment? What does that mean for you?
It's just something like that feels so familiar, like I have definitely been here before.
Or like you know someone that you've met, you know, like, oh, I know you somehow, or it's just something very familiar about you or something like that. Okay, that's cool.
Yes, I do believe in past lives because personally I've experienced like deja vu situations where I've felt like this situation is familiar but it never happened, or it just feels like I have experienced it, or even I've met people who I don't know at all but I feel like I know them but I've never crossed paths with them. So I do believe that we all have past lives or we lived in another time, because I feel like I should have been born in the 60s because that is where I'm at. That's my vibe.
Let's see your
oh yeah. Okay, it's a bit of a modern twist, like
yeah, that's
more
good.
street, but the flair is there.
And this is how you dress like all the time?
Yeah, like this Picasso is my favorite. It has Picasso's paintings on it, so I have my certain pieces I like to.
And how old are you, if I may ask?
I'm 22.
22,
Yeah,
okay.
22.
And you're dressing like you're from the 60s.
Yeah. I mean, I do add a modern twist, like I'm a sneaker girl.
Sure.
You always see me in sneakers. So, but I like my high-waist pants, blouses with like a sharp collar, prints. I like those, all those.
Okay, that's good.
When thinking of past lives, it's definitely something I do believe in, especially I feel like experiences make you who you are. And some parts of myself, I don't know where it's come from, so it could be from a past life that I've lived. And past lives, I think it can be any type of life, not necessarily a human life. So for me, I have a really strong connection to whales because they're really huge, majestic creatures, and they're one of the largest mammals to exist. And I also really enjoy how they communicate in frequencies, and I have that connection. Maybe in my next life I'll be a whale, or my past one I was a whale, but yeah, I feel really connected to them. And
Have you had any like specific experiences that have grounded your belief in past lives? Like, have you had a dream, or like someone, like a psychic person, tell you, hey, you were this in a past life, and then you had some more other experience in this life that solidified that piece of information? Or...
I don't think like any specific experiences, but like small experiences in the way I react to it or the way it makes me feel. I think my past life could have experienced that, and I've like got the knowledge to deal with it. Whereas sometimes I don't know how to deal with some things. Maybe my past self didn't go through that.
Something that this life you're going through,
learning and learning, and
sure.
all through experience.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, cool.
Hope that answers it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure yet completely of my truth about like past lives and stuff, but I'm still discovering and on my own spiritual like journey, trying to learn my way through that. So I'm open to the idea of it being there, like being true, but I'm not sure yet.
So you've never had a moment like a deja vu moment?
Of course, yeah, I've had that a lot.
Okay, and what do you think? What do you think about those moments? So like where you feel like you've had this experience, but it's like, how? Because I haven't been here before, but it feels so familiar. You're just like, what?
I feel like that could have something to do with like our unconscious mind.
Okay.
Like just being more aware than us in certain circumstances. And recognizing what could possibly.
Yeah, I see what you mean. It's like your unconscious mind is sort of bringing a feeling of familiarity to a situation.
Exactly, yeah.
But you've never been there before.
Yeah, and a bunch of things add up to the situation that make it familiar, but it's not exactly a familiar.
Okay, and what do you think about meeting people that you've never met before, but you're like, damn, I feel so like familiar, like I know you from somewhere.
I believe that's like energy wavelengths, like we're just on the same like energy.
You have the same vibrations.
Okay.
That's interesting. Okay. Hey guys, thank you for tuning in to my latest video. I know it took some time for it to come out. I had some issues with the power and also with my editing software. But eventually I got it all working, so I'm here now. The video is done. And yeah, so the question that I asked in the video, I'm sure you saw, was, do you believe in past lives? Now, this is an interesting topic because I personally have my own experiences with this idea, with this way of thinking that there is such a thing as past lives. And there's also experiences that I've seen others have that definitely confirm that there is a potential for this reality to exist. So there's a lot of stories that I've read on the idea of past lives where these kids were born in the most random places. Like there was one kid born in India, and when this kid was like 3, 4, 5 years old, as soon as they could talk, they started telling their parents about this other life that they used to live in, like England. And they would give them such incredible detail about the life. Like it goes down to what street they lived on, what number house they had, what their wife's name was, what their wife's surname was, what their name was, what their surname was. And these parents were so like freaked out. They researched it and they got in contact with these supposed people, and they found out everything the child was saying was true. And so, I mean, there's a lot of these stories in the world today. So the idea of past lives to me is something I definitely do believe in. And I've seen more and more of it come out through media, social media and stuff like that. So anyway, so it's just something to think about. If you've never thought about it before, maybe go do some research. I'll drop 1 or 2 links in the description below to some of the stories that I've read and I've experienced. And yeah, cool. Stay tuned for the next video. Thank you for tuning in.